Hello and welcome to my Vintage Audiophile channel. This is now my 37th video, and today I'm going to be not necessarily reviewing a particular piece of audio per se. As you can see, I've got a Jensen labeled portable radio here, but rather I'm going to talk about the concept of HD radio. HD radio has been around probably around 15 years now, and a lot of people either have never heard of it or don't know what it's about. And basically what it is a ruling by the FCC back in the mid 2000s allowed radio stations to put out more content if they wanted to in their signal. And so HD radio was born, and basically what that is various radio stations, if they want to invest into technology, are allowed to broadcast more than one so-called radio station per their various frequencies that they're given to by the FCC. Some of them did, some of them didn't. Here where I live, I'm kind of lucky because there are a lot of stations that do offer HD radio, but you have to have an HD radio tuner built into your device in order to be able to use the technology. And like I say, this one here happens to be a Jensen radio. A lot of other companies did make HD radio portables. One thing that was kind of also staple of those radios were iPod docks on the top, so you could play your iPod through the speakers. This one just happens to be, like I say, a Jensen, and it's nothing spectacular as far as the best in the world. But one thing that I like about this particular Jensen is it has a very sensitive tuner in it. I can pick up a lot of stations that aren't necessarily HD radio stations, but are stations that are farther away that I can't pick up with other radios, which makes it a winner in my book, because the more stations I can listen to, the better and happier I feel, because I know I'm getting more variety. Basically, if you have a digital tuner with HD radio in it, it will display the main station that is assigned to that station as HD 1.1, and then some frequencies have just 1.1 and then a second broadcast channel which they call 1.2. Fair amount of ones here in where I live have 3 stations on their frequency, so I can get also 1.3, which greatly expands the amount of stations I can listen to. Some stations are more informational type of channels, some sports channels, but there's also some other channels that play music that you can't get on regular radio, such as like new wave, alternative country, things like that, or country oldies from the pre-1980s era. So there is a lot of different things you can get that you just can't get on your normal stations. This particular one, I'm just going to demonstrate here briefly what I'm talking about. I'm going to turn this particular radio on, and it's going to find the channel that I've already got that I had last time I was using it.
And a spotlight on small businesses
And it happens to be 100.3. You see up there at the top, it'll be linking up there for HD, seeking the HD radio. And let me get this done.
Unless I've been doing it wrong. That's why I stick with simple words like flotection.
And basically, it's got the HD radio symbol up above with a signal strength. And then it streams stuff across the bottom telling you what station you're on, its call letters, and what song might be playing at the time, which is a great help for some people who happen to come upon a channel and hear a song that they really like but don't know who it's by. That helps. And then you'll see up here, just above it, it'll say HD1, which means that this is the main channel for this particular station. Now if I advance the thing here, it's going to remain on 100.3, but now it's playing a completely different broadcast, and it'll show up here that it says HD2. So it is a great concept. Unfortunately for HD radio, most of the FM channels were the ones that went ahead and took advantage of it. There are some very, very limited AM stations that are the most popular in certain markets where they will actually have HD radio also enabled, but it's usually just a thing where they don't actually have another channel as part of their frequency. It basically turns that HD enabled channel that's on AM to go from mono to more of a stereo FM sound, which is also a good thing too, if you like your music in stereo. If you don't really care, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but that is, and I will actually put it on a station that's broadcasting in this one used to broadcast in HD. Now I guess it doesn't anymore, because frankly AM radio isn't anywhere near popular as they are on the FM dial. So but this is one of the powerhouse stations here in the area I live in. It broadcasts the strongest signal, and you can get it at any time during the day, as opposed to a lot of the other AM channels which fade out significantly at night. Like I said, this one also has the capability on this particular radio to have either iPod or auxiliary, so that you can like basically put another iPod or whatever you want to put back behind the thing with a standard 3.5 millimeter 1/8 inch plug-in, whether it be like a portable CD player or, like I said, another MP3 type player or whatever you'd like to put there. It'll broadcast through the speakers, which is kind of nice. And this one also can be, because of its size, can be used almost as an alarm clock. It does have a alarm 1 and alarm 2 button on it, as well as you can probably see down here it says snooze. So, and it also has a 5 different EQ settings in it that are pre-programmed at the factory that you can use to change how the music sounds. All in all, it's not a very bad particular model. I use it all the time, and I've got other HD model radios too that I use that have just a little bit better sound because they're a little bit bigger and stuff like that, but they all do the same thing. Some have more features than others. It just depends upon which model of HD radio you buy. If this sounds like something that you would like to look more into, there are different websites on the radio. I think there's even on the computer. I think there's even a page dedicated to HD radio on Wikipedia, where it'll tell you a little bit more about the concept. I don't think they make any more new product that has HD radio in it, just because it hasn't super taken off like they hoped it had. But there's still plenty of previous models that have HD radio built in them. Even some car stereos have HD radio, and you can get add-on HD radio tuners you can add to your car stereo. I have a really nice flagship Denon receiver for my home theater that has HD radio built in, as well as internet radio, and sky's the limit there as far as if you're really into music and you can't find anything on the radio or in your system that you would like to listen to. Get on the internet radio or the HD radio part of your system, and sky's the limit. You can discover a lot of new music or listen to a lot of old favorites that you like that you just can't find anywhere else being played right now. It's a great world that we live in right now with technology the way it is, and who knows what'll happen in another few years or so. There might be even more available, but this is what we have available for us right now. And like I say, if you are a lover of music like I am, you're a very happy person. And that's my review of the HD radio technology. Like I said, I wasn't here to review a particular piece of audio, but the technology that is driving this type of radio. Until next time, have a great day, stay safe, please subscribe to my channel. Please leave any comments or questions that you would like to have. People that have done that can attest to the fact that I do respond back. And thank you all for watching my videos over these past 6 months. And thank you for subscribing. And until next time, when we do number video 38, have a great day. Bye-bye.